How about we start today's video with a question? Where does Seb keep his flashlight anyway? What are all these things? Oh no. Man, none of this is very incriminating, is it? That's sad. I was kind of hoping to be incriminated with something at some point. Wah wah! There's no music at this point. Let's turn on the music marker. So we know what song plays what. I think it's still, yeah, it doesn't play any music here. Where does Seb keep his flashlight? Wouldn't it be Boss? Because, usually it's Bass. Because, whatever. The funny thing is we call them pocket lights. Which is better than flashlight because you don't flash things with it. They're not strobe lights. Although torch is even stupider in my opinion. Torch shows things on the walls. Ah, frickle frackle. I'm gonna have to open my frickin'... You got to see what's on my subscription. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter what's on that subscription list. It's not even remotely relevant. I would love the mental image of him wearing something on his head, like having this weird head-mounted light. Yeah, the head mount. I had some Gert art today. Then I tried to do more art, and it was terrible. Wah wah, which is sad. Man, I love when things work out. Like even the coloring came out really nice. Let me give you a look. Here, look at this. Look at how nice this turned out. Look at how nice this turned out. It looks kind of stupid down here, but it it looks really bad. But it came out nice. The coloring came out nice at least. The line art's a bit stronger. I improved by remembering what I did wrong last time and then not doing that. And then I tried again, and immediately the sketch already went wrong. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna burn my fingers on that today. I don't feel like that. I was trying to do a head-on one, which is kind of hard with beaks. Beaks are hard to draw head-on. It's kind of weird. They wouldn't have something better than a head mount. Man, it's really quiet without something music sounding all the time. Now it gets to the part where it's kind of hard to know what to do. Huh, I guess there would be a comma between either and... This is kind of awkward, because this is one of the rare few times when you actually repeat your statement like that. Still haven't found anyone to do any additional checks or anything. Man, this is oh, my arm is already acting up. I don't know why. I haven't done too much today. Still gotta do a prey run where I actually kill everyone to get that stupid achievement. Ah! Stupid video games. I have to recycle myself too. Ugh. It's interesting how even runners have bad legs. I imagine Draconians have issues too. As the way that Zhang seems to stand kind of implies he has just as much issues as runners. If not more. Who knows? Why do they even have stairs? Like, if dragons have so much issues with stairs, why don't they just do slopes? Like, really coarse slopes. They all walk barefoot. They can all walk on slopes pretty easily. Or make stairs that are just better for them. Who knows? Look, going up is always a pain. Like, the funny thing is, if you actually walk up a slope, it's really hard to walk up a slope. Now to think about it, it's really not something you just do. Whew. Articulation. What a word to translate. How the fuck do you know this word, Sebastian? You're a country bumpkin. How do you know the word articulation? Like how it suddenly just pops that word out. Gelading. Gelading? I'm gonna... whatever. I think this is such a strong clue that this is clearly made for humans, because why the hell would they have stairs so commonly if they clearly can't use them well? You'd think they'd have more of a focus on elevators or pulley systems. Like, they could do pulley systems really well. Like, earth dragons are strong enough, they could just pull themselves up. Especially with a pulley. You just have to pull a certain... Like, the funny thing with pulleys is you're really just turning distance into strength, which is really awesome. I think the way it works is that for every bit... Like, if you have the weight, you need to pull twice as much rope. You know, conservation of energy and all that crap. Man, I love pulleys. Let's look at pulleys. They're great! It saves my hand. Let's look up how pulleys work. Pulleys are exciting pieces of technology. They're so simple! But they're so elegant. They don't actually reduce weight. They just use how radiuses work to amplify your ability to pull. I forgot how exactly a pulley works, though. Yeah, here you go. This is how a pulley works. A gun tackle. That's such an awesome word. Gun tackle. So here you go. How does it work? Oh, yeah, it has to do with leverage. Fucking leverage. The way a pulley works is... The leverage, I think the way it works is the leverage between these 2 points is half this. So this only weighs half as much. God damn it. I know how this worked at some points. How it works. A fixed pulley doesn't do anything. You need this part, but then you need the up part anyway. Oh, wow, that's divided by 3? Damn. The simplest theory of operation for a pulley system assumes that the pulleys and lines are weightless. Well, yeah. There's no energy loss. Yeah, energy loss is kind of a problem, too. Oh, God, I don't care about this. Just tell me how the rope works. Like, this doesn't... Like, why is this so complicated? Just give me the simple English version that talks about radii. What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking fix this, don't I? When did this happen? Really? Type of pulleys. Can I see this one, then? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Compare selected versions. What? Why? 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 Why is it going on about roly-polies? Oh my god, what the fuck is going on here? And then pulleys are... Oh man, this is a lost cause. This is a lost fucking cause. Just give me some info on how this works. God damn, I just know that it's like... Oh no, if you do well, nothing happens. Just tell me how it works. Yeah, here you go. This is basically how it works. Oh, I know. My brain is finally working. Go brain! So the way that it works is... you add, like, the reason you need to add twice as much rope is that you're adding rope to the left side and the right side. The weight is in the middle, and what you're actually pulling at is somewhere at these edges, basically. You're not pulling at the same distance. Like, this is halfway through what you're pulling on. And that means that it has to do with momentum. It has to do with how momentum works. It's kind of odd. The only thing you have to know is that you use twice as much rope for every pulley because you have to add twice as much rope to every single inch you want to pull it up. So you have to move more rope, but every bit of rope, like, I guess the way it works is that just the weight is distributed across the rope that you have to pull additionally. None of these things except, here you go, this is the fucking point. This is what I was talking about. Is it's just a leverage. Like, this is the fucking point. This is how pulleys work. This thing hanging off the middle part is what makes the pulley different. Oh my brain is almost there. It's almost there, but it just won't get there. Yeah, there you go. That's the whole point. That explains it. Just why don't more people just say this? It's just a lever. It's just using momentum. The distinction. God, I know this. Why am I talking about this? Because I have nothing better to do. Oh, no, now I can see the prey stream I was watching just before this. I was bored. I might as well scrap this video at this point. No! Maybe it's the fucking weather. So, in, like, I don't know how to explain this. In Dutch, sometimes when you attach words to each other, you have to add an umlaut to indicate that the pronunciation goes back to normal. It doesn't happen here because IEA is not a particular version of saying things. So, if you do this, like a word like knie, uit, I don't know. Here you would have to add an umlaut because it could be knie -e, or effectively. It usually is with plurals of these or these, and you have to start doing that. It's usually actually E. I think it's usually E. Okay, they just decided to start discussing this. How did they even find that base? I decided to change this one a bit because it sounds a bit slicker. It's like Bryce is just going, I don't have that bad a memory. Bryce is old! I think he's the oldest character of the cast. At like 28 or something? I like to imagine that Bryce was younger, but they were like, how the fuck is a 21-year-old a commissioner of police? And they had to push it back. You know, the funny thing about ancient is we don't really use the term ancient all that much in that particular context of like, oh, it's ancient. We have oud, antiek, ouderwets, but they all have much more negative connotations than the mystical ancient. God damn. Like, pulleys are pretty magical because they're very awkward. I really love the way that my original textbook explained it. Maybe my Binus has it. In case you don't know what a Binus is, it stands for Biologie, Natuurkunde, Scheikunde. Biology, natural physics, and chemistry. It's basically a booklet filled with variables and formulae and all kinds of crap that you might need. Oh, look, it's a pan, which is smaller. Is it video games? Who knows? Could they just casually bring this up and start discussing it? I do like that there's no music. The game is so filled with music that having these quiet moments really raises up the tension. My hairs were on end the first time. Yeah, these guys are not mechanics. What the hell are they trying to do? I'm going to hate this fucking word because it is a bitch. Look at this fucking word. Look at this! Een noodaggregaat. Noodaggregaat. Een aggregaat dat aangaat. It's your backup power. It's your emergency generator, effectively. I've never ever seen the term aggregaat used in the context of power generator. Ever. Except for the term noodaggregaat. Set it in one finally, fuck's sake. It's such an annoying word. It's where the G just goes way too far. I'm giving Bryce a little more sass than he really should. Good reason to have a power failure. Looks like the main generator's gone. It's nice to sassy. It works. Oh wow, show darker. Yeah, again, it's one of those weird, like, why this though? What is this mysterious video games going on? These slight tweaks and adjustments. But then why have these adjustments and keep the... whatever. I assume they're all bug fixes. Oh, with Move 4. And here it puts... Oh, whatever. The fuck is that even? I think this translation works, but there's something about it that just irks me a bit. Video games. I like to imagine that at first Azumi is like, no! And then eventually just over cycles just starts being, are you just alright? I want to go and get myself a hot tub. I wonder how Izumi conveys this. Does she just have a notebook of like, okay, listen, day 5, 12 o'clock, you gotta be there, you gotta push them, push with like 50 newtons, doesn't matter what you think 50 newtons are, push with what you think is 50 newtons and it's fine. And then Izumi's like, I've never seen 50 newtons, I just always use them in math. Because she's an engineer. Is that also part of her notes, telling you to be careful? High action octane music. Quick stairs! Okay, everyone's just shouting. Considering that Sebastian is a runner, is there a timeline in which Izumi just straight up gets caught? Because he doesn't stumble? Or because you didn't put the chair there or something? I just love how these guys are in this slapstick situation. Another music fade out? Oh no, bells! I missed bells! Oh yeah. Because Izumi's like, Jesus fucking Christ, you almost died because of video games. Fucking elegant. have my thing off. Now I forgot everything. I just talked about Negro kisses, and I didn't even get to... Let me just talk to you about this, because this is kind of important. How did I not notice? Oh my god. Oh my god. This does not have a negative connotation, is what I talked about. I wanted to talk about this because I came back and I was like, well, there's some words. Let's talk about this. This is a fun pun, for one. But we don't have as much of a negative connotation towards niggers. Fuck, now I said the word. We don't have that connotation. We're not, like, on the bad side with them. We didn't have... Like, when you don't have a civil war about this kind of crap, things tend to work out, you know? Although... I don't even know that many racial slurs to even use against them. They're not a population that we have anything with. If anything, we have problems with the Turks and the Moroccans, because they're both extremely common. And suffice it to say, second and third generation aren't that good people. Or at least they're more problematic. Maybe that's just the news. That having been said, I see them more commonly as the kind of kids hanging around than any white man ever. Which is interesting, because that means this problem has been going on for several generations. Or a while, at least. Maybe that's just culture, you know. They're more likely to hang out on the streets, whereas the others are just sitting inside a pub waiting to beat someone into the ground. Oh, man, all my things are gone now. I'm so upset about that. This video is a shit show, and I don't want to edit it. Whatever. It's too hot to care, and future me, you can go and suck it up. You didn't mean it, and that's all that really matters. And I'll say sorry for it if people want me to do, because I do genuinely feel bad about that. But yeah, like we got rid of slavery far before you dudes did, or America did. I think it's such a telling thing, though, that America did that, because a lot of their industries relied on labor. And then you found a way to turn that labor into mechanical labor, and suddenly, all these slaves and black people were oppressing. Yeah, we're fine with not doing that anymore. We got a machine to replace them that are cheaper. The capitalist dream. Go to Dubai and experience the things you could experience years ago in America.
Dubai is full of slave labor.
Indians, and no, not Indians. It was something with a B? I don't know. Suffice to say, Dubai is a little bit shady. Man, what a shit show video. How hilarious. Oh yeah, I said that if the song would end, I'd turn on the... No, go, pop. Thank you. Thank you. Dankeschön. Elegant! What a song name. That's cool. I like this a lot. I also like that one thing that I really appreciate is your first playthrough has a lot more stiffness to it. Like, certain things don't happen. Like, you can't save Sebastian or anything. And all that kind of makes sense when you really think about it. Because that way you're always confronted with something. And it's a little... I just feel so bad about it. About the... This video is a true and utter shit show. That's a double D, because it's past tense. camouflage. Wow, it's spelled very similarly. So the funny thing is that you really don't know which one is the right one. I like this one. Let's take a step back and see the forest without the trees. You know, go back. I like how they can both be bought and requested. So interesting. Like here it makes sense, you could sort of figure this out, but... I'm sorry I'm quiet, but I just feel upset at myself for saying the things that I said. And missing out on some talky parts. Anyone. Yep. I have no idea. Sure. I like how I keep noticing that some options must have shown up before for them to be here. So this is a bit different because the context doesn't work as well if you try to translate it directly. So I said, technically speaking, yeah. But the dragons here know and can easily buy a generator or request one from the government. Stealing it is a lot of work. Like, it really tries to hammer home the idea of, you know, why. I like what Sebastian keeps saying, Reza. Again, in this situation... whatever. My stomach. Let's go until the whole thing breaks up, which shouldn't be too long from here. It is kind of long, and I do feel kind of now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits. I don't feel very well right now. Okay, these are loops. I'm grasping at straws. Next time I hopefully feel a bit better. Bye! Pulleys!